All right. Welcome to this live stream, everybody. Gordon here, Gordon Travels here. Welcome you to this stream that I intended to do in a video, but maybe you can hear it. It's pissing down, it's raining heavily, and I had everything ready in a camera, but as soon as I went out, the rain started to fall, so I said, hey, let's jump on the stream with you guys and share with you the craziness that happened and still happening apparently outside, but not so bad as last couple of days. I'm talking about the storm Harry. If you're familiar with it, maybe you're not aware of the storm that basically took over in the last 48 hours. Craziness took over. Sicily, Malta, where I'm at, took over, made some crazy destructions. I'm going to show you, share my screen in about a second. So hey, welcome to you. Let me know in the chat where you are tuning in, streaming on Twitch, Kick, YouTube. So make sure you follow me in the chat on the platform where you are watching this from. And yeah, we're gonna talk about this, the aftermath of this, and that's the intention. So hey, going outside for a video. We're gonna talk about the aftermath. It's crazy. There's a lot to presume that thousands, tens of thousands of dollars, businesses, and infrastructure. We're going to explore what happened after this crazy storm that we had. So, yeah, a lot of destruction. I did a live stream from the beginning of it all, so it's just pick it up. Alright, so yeah, I just wanted to start by sharing my screen. Shout out to everybody who will be watching. Right, so yeah, I just want to reiterate. So again, this is just what has happened. But if tomorrow is my goal, alright, so yeah, I just want to we'll see tomorrow. So let me just share my screen. Alright, so local newspapers over here, and just to give you an idea of the devastation of what happened. So look, this is so local newspapers. This is a video. This is a business. So look, this is floods. So these are seaside, most of these. So to give you some context, these are some seaside. These are seaside villages, towns. Look, one of the places. Villages, towns, hearing feedback here. I don't know why is this on. Anyway, let me just remove my one of this headphones. So look, so this is yes, it's saying that here. See? No, it doesn't say. Let me just remove my maybe the sound here. So look in the sound. So this is this was okay. Now I can hear. Okay, so look. Doesn't say. Let me just remove my maybe the so this is in Marsa Scala, Zone Or. Look. If you can see this, let me know in the chat. So look, the infrastructure. So basically what's happening over here, it's even bad because look at that, look at that. It took part of this promenade, look. Those are all bricks and limestone. Wow. So this is where I was going, guys. If you want me to go there and showcase the aftermath tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, because I don't want to keep it long, because obviously then they remove everything and start working on clearing. That's the first phase, right? But look, this is what's happening in Zone Or. That's like Force 11 for those who I was saying in the live was Force 9, but it kept going up, which is pretty crazy. So look, this is the restaurant I was going. Look, this is like a business. It's a business. It's a restaurant business. Look at that. So these guys, look, the flood came visiting. Unfortunately, a lot of damages. You know, I was watching a restaurateur also had like glass and obviously tens of thousands of in damages, and this is one of them, another one of them. There's so many. This has been maybe the worst ever that we had over here. I don't know you guys, but let me just go back. Hold on, let's continue. Let's pause this and do the Storm Harry, show you more videos. So yeah, I've never experienced anything like this. I stayed home. Like most people, you would be like crazy to be outside. And there was, look, check out this. Check out, let's see. Having trouble playing this video. Why is that? Let's refresh this. Look, this is like Slima area. Look at that. Look at that water. Look at that seas, man. So I saw palms being snapped and being broken, cars getting damaged. It's crazy. I don't know if I think insurance they don't cover because it's act of God, you know. Hopefully the restaurants have insurance, you know, for all those damages. Hopefully, you know, because otherwise, how can you survive this hit, you know? Look at that. Crazy winds. Unbelievable. Never seen anything like this in my homeland. And there was a guy, an older guy, who was mentioning that in 1969 something like this happened. Look, let's see this. This is St. Julian's. Let me refresh this. St. Julian's, like 60-70 miles per hour winds. Look at this. This is the promenade, guys. Look into onto cars and wow. I didn't see this footage, so I'm watching you as watching this live as we speak. Look, so this is, I know this area obviously, but look at this. This is with the force nearly went up to this second floor or third floor building or even more. Look at this. That's how powerful the wind was. And like I said, a lot of damages for, like, most part are these seaside villages and towns and cities, you know. It's towns basically, because city is a big thing. But St. Julian's, Slima, those, you know, Marsa Scala, Birza Buja, and then if you go on, keep going, like Valletta. I saw, let's see Valletta, by the way. Let's see Valletta, the capital city. I'm intrigued to see this. Let's see if there is Valletta. Let's put Valletta here. Let's check out Valletta. Let's see what it gives us. Look at this. So this is St. Elmo Bridge. Look. I did videos in there when it was calm, obviously, but seeing it like this, look at this. Whoa. Wow, look at this. I mean, you see those houses, those are, we call them boat houses, you know. I'm not gonna get into the politics if they are legal or no legal. It's not my spiel, but imagine if they are living there. I don't know. Some people would say that they are living there. I don't know, but or they are renting it. Who knows? I don't know. But can you imagine living there? Look at that. That's maybe a coastal guard. Wow, look at this. I haven't seen this. Holy damn. Look, imagine living or staying there and you see those waves. How can you... Oh, look at this. Whoa. Gone. Boom. That's nuts. Wow, that's nuts. Let's see another one. What about this? Okay. So these are the fortifications. I'm not reckoning. Okay, south of Valletta. Okay. Let's move on to another one. There was a shot, a guy waiting for the bus. If I encounter it, I will show it to you. Also, this one, look, planes couldn't land. So there were planes, they couldn't land. There were planes, they couldn't land. So this one maybe captured it. This one. Even this one. Look. Look, planes struggle to land at Malta airport. So look, they tried to land, then they decided to go back up. Look at this, look at this. How shaky, wow, wow, wow. Look at this. Holy damn. Which airline is that? I didn't see clearly. So did you see that? Let's watch it again. What's that airline? Is it Austria Airlines? Something like that? I saw the other one, but this one I didn't see. Because the other one this one landed, but the other one kept going. Look how, talking about turbulence. Ryanair. Ah, this is a continuation. I thought it was... Now let's go back to see the first one. This one, look at this. It's Turkish Airlines. Turkish Airlines. Look at this, guys. Look at this Turkish Airlines one. Look how wobbly. Look. Whoa. Man. Can you imagine being on that flight? And they managed. Look. Wow. Kudos to the pilots. Wow. So it's a long footage. Look, let's see this one. Last one here. This is a big one. This is a DHL one. Okay, cargo. That's a great capture. Who filmed this? Maybe a worker. Kudos to you. So let's go Gozo. Okay, let's go in Gozo. See what happened in Gozo. That's the beauty of technology, isn't it? Okay, massive wave crater. Marshall Thorn. Okay, Marshall Thorn. Whoa. This is a... Okay. No, I want to see this. Look at this. Okay. So Marsalfon is a seaside town in Gozo, the other island, small island. Look at the devastation here. So there's a lot of boats, but somehow they removed them from the sea. Obviously, they knew this is gonna happen. Mm-hmm. Look at this! Look at this restaurant! Oh my God! I ate there long time ago. Look at this! It's all covered with sea. Wow! I'm telling you, all news, everything. I want to watch. I want to see that guy. There was. Look at this. This is Marsa Scala again. Look at that. So this is the playground. I go there often. Look at this. These are the restaurants on the promenade. Actually, they're facing the sea. So imagine how with the force, because they are fixing also another issue. They're look at this. Business is damaged and trees snapped. Look at this. Wow, look at this. This is where I wanted to go and film, guys. But again, it's raining like crazy here. It's not windy that much, but it's raining, and in about an hour or so, I have an appointment here. So I said, well, I don't have that much time to go and go around. This is was my goal, to go around, interview some people, maybe giving a hand, you know. Look at this with the all with the mud and all the remains. It's like a tsunami kind of thing. Look, skips turned over. I don't know which pieces are these. Look, this is a scooter. Damn. I wonder where it was parked. Look, this is a playground, restaurants area, very famous here. Wow. I haven't watched these footages, guys, so I know it was bad. Like I was saying in the live on TikTok at the beginning. This was yesterday. Okay, yesterday was 20th. Okay, 20th. So on the 19th, I went live, and it was getting, it's like kind of the preparation phase. We knew this is gonna happen. Okay, on Monday, and you could feel the wind changing, and the wind was pretty strong on top. I was on a top building, like 5 stories up, and you could feel that this is coming. But when we never experienced, and even the businesses, they never experienced anything like this before. So to see their livelihood investment, coming to this, we're gonna hear a lot of stories with this. That's crazy. So that was Gozo. Let's see if we see what's populating here. I want to see if I can find that guy waiting for the bus. And even the bravery of some newscasters here, obviously doing the reporting. But let's see. What was this storm, Harry? Okay, so this could be like a overnight reinforcements, better design and sending debris. Yeah. Is this a video? video? Yeah, it's a video. Why it's not playing? Okay. So look, fields, you know, with their wall, their fencing wall damaged. Look, people trying to walk in the promenade, no chance. I don't know. Schools were closed, you know, for obvious reasons. Look at that window. So kudos to the fire rescue, you know, firefighters, police, you know, all the troop, you know, coastal guard, you know, these people are heroes. And who knows how many stories will come out from this storm, you know. Look, you know, saving even not just humans, saving even animals. It's crazy. These are just snippets all around. Look at this wall. Can you imagine you have your car parked here? That's nuts. That's nuts. Okay, let's see. Look, I think, look, this is a bus stop, glass shattered. One of the bus stops on the promenade of Slima. Look at the comments. Let's see what the comment is saying here. I'm not going to school. Laughing. People complaining about the videos. But hey, some will bust the reference storm. Look, poles snapped. I saw that yesterday. And these are some photos here. So look. These are some photos. Yeah, I saw even, this is another aspect. I saw even boats, you know, from the sea. They are now, look, they are now on a promenade in a playing field like this one. This is part of the playing field. This is the pavement, but here there's it's very close anyway to the playing field. Look at this. What kind of boat is this? Look, this is Slima coastal area, Slima St. Julian's. Hey, that's my friend Pierre. Look at that. He's braving it out, Pierre. Shout out to Pierre. Pierre Farrugia. Whoa. This is a crazy shot. But this is, so yeah, this is in Italy, maybe. It could be in Italy. Yeah. This could be in Italy. Look at Pierre. Look at Pierre. This is, I don't know if he knows about this. Man, I will send it. I will send it to him. I don't know if Pierre is aware of this photo they took of him. Was it a photo, or maybe I think it's a screenshot? I need to send this to him. Let me save this. Let me save this and send it to him. Look at this. This is him in action. That's maybe he can use it as a banner for his socials. I'm gonna save it. Oops, let me save it here. Okay. Let's see what was this video about. Trisha Falls. Okay, so she's a newscaster, I believe. So she did like a day of filming during the storm. Look, cameraman. Look at them braving it out with the police. That's cool. At least, you know, people thanking them for the service, because it's a service. You know, braving it out in the wind and trying to do your job without getting hit by a pole or a tree. As soon as I'm scrolling. Politics, we don't do that here. Oh, look at this. No. Look at this guy using Sora, okay. AI. What he's doing, this guy. Look at that. Jesus. See how many content people create, you know, something like this. It's crazy. This is a singer, local singer. She's a local singer. Not even Storm Harry can stop me from blasting my new album. Ah, okay. Severe flooding hits Marsa Scala. Look. This is the again Marsa Scala, but from another angle. Whoa! Look at these tables, restaurant tables. Gone. Okay, so this is Birza Buja. Okay, we saw that dead boat, but look, a lot of fishermen damage. Look at her hair, guys. It's going mental. Okay. This is Italy, guys. Okay, what's happening here? Is this part of... No. Yeah, let's go now. So Storm Harry has hit also Sicily. Sicilia. Let's put it in Italian and see what they have encountered. Wow, okay. Ciclone. So Ciclone Harry in Sicilia. Shout out to the Sicilians out there. So this is Taormina. So maybe let's see which town is this. Ponte Mareggiara, Vestito del Paese. Wow, that's exactly the same. Look at this. Oh, no. Can you see this? That's part of the road. So they cannot pass. Wow, this is even worse. No way. So what the hell happened to this? The road is gone here. It's like a big hole. All the tarmac gone. What the heck? And where is this? What is this? It's Taormina News, but Le ferite in ferita a Leto Gianni. Leto Gianni is the place. Leto Gianni. Okay, Leto Gianni or Leto Gianni. So Leto Gianni is close to Taormina. It's a beautiful place. Apparently here, look, that's the normal way. I've never heard of this comune. So a lot of damages right there. So Taormina was hit pretty bad. This is, let's see. People think it's AI. Incredible. It's incredible. What happened here? I just refreshed here. What happened? Let's go back to the Sicily thing. So why it's not playing? Hmm. 10 meters high, it's saying here. They say waves over 10 meters high in Sicily. Look at that. Also here. Also here, pretty bad, you know. Look at that. The cars. Imagine living on the ground floor or have a business, you know, like we said. Oh, look at this, look at this. This guy is filming from his car. Uh-oh. Again, Letoiani or Letogianni. I don't know how to pronounce it actually, but Letogianni. This guy is reversing. So this is another area in Malta, Arlapsi. Yeah, I heard that even there's some boathouses gone and severely damaged areas. Again, this is a coastal, not town, it's area. It's coastal area. We used to, I used to go swim there as well. But look, no chance. Ah, Zurri. I need to go and find Zurri. I think that was Storm Harry. Zurri, maybe because that area is also coastal, but I haven't seen Zurri. Okay, Zurri Valley. Let's see this one. Let's check out this one. Let's refresh. So this is Witty Zurri. Whoa, look at that spray. Wow. Let's see if they show also the other side here, like where they're shooting from. There's some restaurants, you know, then there's the boats. That's where they're shooting from. And here it's just wild, you know. Okay. But they are a bit on top, you know, kind of like it's a valley, but they are in the beginning of the valley. So it's different than these seaside towns like I was showing you here. Especially Marscala was one of the badly hit because they are doing the promenade. So instead of cutting pieces out, you know, doing it piece by piece, they just remove the railing, everything. Not actual railing. I don't know if there was any railing. No. It was just like a short kind of a fence, you know. Fence, I mean by like wall kind of, but very short. And then there's a promenade. So they just removed it all instead of doing it phases. And this storm hit, and that's why it's one of the worst hit areas. Okay, interviews. So look, the mayor of Slima shooting videos also here. So she went to Ramla Al Hamra. Also touristic beach. Look, oh my god. So this, it's a lot of work to be done also here. And the good thing, somebody said it, the statue remains. Look at this. So there is the statue I was looking for. Look at that. We got it. So thankfully the statue is very famous. The statue obviously being on a particular beach. Somebody said, but the statue always remains. Yeah. What's this one? Overnight Tuesday ticket doesn't emergency. Yeah, this is some footage here. Look, this one in Birza Buja, we saw that. It's becoming very famous, that boat. I don't know if, I wonder if it's also Spain, you know, coastal Spain, or maybe France have been hit, you know, coastal sides in the Mediterranean. I'm not sure because I'm not seeing any footage, but mostly it's in the center. No, Sicily and us. Let's see if I find this stage guy. Storm. Let's see the keyword. Storm Harry. Bus stop. Bus stop. Sorry, bus stop washed. Let's see if somebody posted that that video. Oh, look at the trees. This one. Look! I didn't see this. So look, they're clearing the roads of the debris after the storm. So look at that car, gone, badly damaged, with trees falling, you know, in the streets. Wow. So we didn't see this. There was this guy, incredible. I think he was foreigner, but to see that video, I'm gonna remember it forever, you know. Oh, look at this. This is the beginning of it all. The thunderstorms unleashes, Storm Harry unleashes full fury over the island. Yeah, there's some shots. Wow. So look, the before and after. I love this. So look, everything is calm, and then this is, wow. Look, it really changed. Look at this with the debris. Look how things change, you know, when something like this happens. Look at this, boom. It's totally a different place. Look, people asking, what country? Arlapsi. Okay. So imagine these are the caves. I used to go swim here, you know. We used to go Sundays when I was younger, you know. People still do, but to see it, look at this. Whoa, okay, I saw this. I saw this on before I came on the live stream. So these are, so this is Pierre. Okay, Pierre, good job, Pierre. If you may be watching this, look, let's see what he's saying. See? The music is too loud, Pierre. So these are like boat houses, like I explained. He said, like, as if it has been bombed. Yeah. Look at the railing. The railing is gone. I've got some pictures also on this side. Good job, Pierre. Good job. Look, you go down the stairs. Look, look at this. Ah, okay, okay, okay. Look at this. The debris. Now I see that. They need to rebuild this for accessibility. Wow, look at this. It's crazy, Pierre. Wow, that's nuts, guys. Ain't it crazy? Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I keep going on and on and on about this, but like I was saying, I just wanted to share this unfortunate thing. I know that in some other countries they are used to this, but we are not. As you have seen, restaurants are not ready for this. Nobody over here is ready for this because it never happened. So who knows what's gonna be the aftermath execution about this? I know that, as you saw, tens of thousands of euros or dollars in damages, and restaurants has been heavily damaged, houses, infrastructure, roads. Like, I mean, the one in Sicily, the one in Sicily that we saw together, like it's a big hole in that Sicilian village near Taormina. Crazy. But again, yeah, we're not used to this, so that's showcasing how the things are shifting. And I think, like they do in the US and other places like the Philippines, when something like this happens with the sand, sacks of sand, some preparation beforehand, especially those in the promenades. When you know that something like this happened, they should, in my opinion, push more the narrative of, hey, you've got to be prepared. Maybe if you have a glass facade, you need to cover it with wood. Install or prepare the sand sacks, I believe they call them, something like that, in front, of your door, especially if you're the ground floor, and at least you're gonna save your livelihood. I'm talking about restaurants, apartments, houses in these coastal areas, because as we saw, most footage you see here are the heavily hit coastal areas over here. I'm talking about over here, and also in Sicily, where the two islands has been hit. And then we're forgetting about Pantelleria. These are small islands. Favignana, where I've been, because I was in contact also in there, and they had passed through this as well. And yeah, I think they should have been more prepared to face this. Obviously, you're not gonna stop it, but at least you lesser the damage. That's my thinking. And yeah, imagine if they had covered the glass with wood. You might say, yeah, but still the sea obviously yeah, but at least you have wood, installed in front of your glass, and you have sand sacks covering from coming in that much. You definitely reduce the damages. But you could see, they just closed everything and they went home, and then the aftermath, the name of the title of this. The unfortunate thing, I'm not saying that is fortunate or anything, but I think from this, the outcome should be, you have to be prepared more. They have to be prepared more, especially those who are in the seaside areas, lower level seaside areas. Because imagine, they could have find a boat inside their restaurant. They could have, you can say, yeah, with sex you're gonna stop it. No, but at least, when the sea, water, rainwater could be these things, at least you lower the impact somehow, as we see happening in US, Asian countries, when they have these storms happening. So yeah, Storm Harry did some bad things on our side of the world. Let me know. Maybe you have a story to share or story to tell. Maybe you have seen something that you just saw it and that's it, and you would love to leave it in the comments below. Feel free to do so. I just showed you a couple of clips. When it comes to the aftermath, it's gone. Okay, it's officially, I don't know if it's officially gone, but or officially passed, but still raining and gray weather. So hopefully I can go out in a vlogging mode and show you what's happening. So feel free to follow me and share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gordon Travels. And if you're following me on the other platforms, make sure to follow. I appreciate if you do so. That's all for me, guys. I'm gonna wrap up this live stream. Thanks for tuning in for the last 50 something minutes, and yeah, we'll see you on another live stream. Appreciate you guys. Thanks. Make sure you follow, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and share the stream. Thank you, and I'll see you